Quinn.
Moment of clarity. I haven't watched BT in years.
KP.
Drake needs to come back with another triple platinum album.
E Digger.
And then you have Ray J. Like, I can't stand that River Cricket.
The Guru.
Okay, the level of crack she's smoking, I don't want it.
BS3 Network proudly presents the Knucklehead Chronicles podcast, where from card tips to hot topics to meat of the week, anything goes. Live every Sunday at 2:30 p.m. Central.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Knucklehead Chronicle podcast. This is your boy Kev the Great. As you see, I'm solo dolo today. Yep, I am by myself. A little nerve-wracking because I got to carry the load by myself. Normally, I got the boys to help me carry the load. But nonetheless, we got a live pack show for y'all today. As promised, the title of the show is Have Several Seats, and we gonna have several seats today. So what I wanted to do is just give y'all a little bit about what this weekend is. This weekend, of course, normally we ask the fellas, how was your weekend? Terry, how was your weekend? Q, how was your weekend? E, how was your weekend? Well, they ain't here today. I'm gonna tell you how my weekend is, my week goes. So work was pretty good. Y'all know I do work up and down schedules. Consider myself somewhat of a hard worker or a hard worker. The average American that goes out and tries to make money for his family. So anything we can do to succeed in this world, that's what I'm trying to do, man. Oh Lord. Yeah, I just looked at the Eagles. My Eagles are struggling right now. But man, what I wanted to get into today, man, is gonna be a live show. As far as the rest of what I was lost train of thought. My week was again up and down. Working, work is constant. Do y'all like to go shopping? Do y'all like shopping? Because I feel like every time around this season, I just stay broke. Y'all family members, y'all kick me in the rear. But I love the fact of giving. Giving is actually really great. I love the look on people's faces when they see the things that they get. My wife comes up with some of the most creative gifts. And it's a beautiful thing when you see what she gets. Like one year, 2 years ago, she got me my wallet. And on one side, it was my dad and me when I was, I want to say 14. At a dance, I went to a dance ball back at Solomon Junior High School in Greenville, Mississippi, and it made me cry. I cried my ass off that day. It was a beautiful thing back then. And on the other side, there's a picture of me and her. It's a beautiful gift. So she comes up with these creative gifts. And me, I don't look forward to getting anything. I give, but I don't look forward to giving anything. I guess that's just something I love to do. So don't kill me for it, ladies and gentlemen. You know, if I look at you crazy and say, "Ooh, I gotta get," nah, nothing personal. But going on, man. Hold on. I want to make sure I see my comments. Make sure I'm live. I see here. Give me a second, y'all. All right. So it looks like everything's rolling. Everything's good. I'm looking at my frames per second. My camera looks great. Fix that. But again, today's topic is have several seats, and it goes with quite a few of these things. So we're gonna get right into it, y'all. The first thing I want to do is talk about. It's not really have several seats, but when he does have several seats after his court date, I want to make sure that he has several seats either in an electric chair or I don't care where it is. He's gonna have to have several seats next to the devil, the demon himself, because this dude here. If you don't know, if you're sleeping under a rock, last night, as you see here, there was a scene in Colorado Springs. Last I checked, last update I got, it was 12 injured, 5 dead. It's the last update I got, and that was about an hour ago. And a few in critical condition. Well, you know how critical condition can go at any moment. My prayers are out to them. This is from a shootout. Well, not even a shootout. It was a shooting. I guess you can call it somewhat of a massacre at that, because the gentleman went inside of a gay club, and shot at several people with long rifles and with plenty of ammunition. So he went in there with an agenda. And I don't know if y'all know, I'm so fed up with this shit, man. With the shooting here in Uvalde, other shootings in Colorado, shooting in Buffalo, shooting everywhere, shooting in Philadelphia. There's a shooting everywhere. And when it happened here in Texas, I was sick. This shit makes me sick to my stomach. It's quite pathetic when you look into it. And hey, what's up, Ben? And shout out to Ben and the BS3 Network. As always, I love to give my shout out to them because they show so much love and support, especially right now. Today, with me doing the show by myself, man, it's great. You know, I love these guys, man. We're a family in this whole group. You know, please, if you have Roku, you can see everything live on Roku through the BS3 Network. But man, if you look at anything that comes out in this production, top of the line, top quality, Cole Sports, all of it. You know, Brian Snow. I kid you not, these guys are great. So but yeah. But again, shout out to y'all. Thank you for joining, and please comment, man. Comment if you see us on YouTube, if you see us on Facebook. Comment down below. Again, there's a meet meep of the week, and it goes with have several seats. If you can comment who you think that person is or people are, I got something special for you. You know, so join in. You know, put your guests in there. You know, there's many things that can happen right now. So the winner, good luck. And who's Mama Sarah? I hope I don't butcher your name. We do have a lot of mental illness in the country. That's really great to put it, because at the end of the day, I actually see a lot of these shootings have mental ill, like they look mentally ill. Like it's hard to describe, but if you just look at them, they have the look of it's just like a lot of them have a nonchalant look, whether you know, I don't know, it's very weird. But you can look and tell a lot of the time that they're not all there, you know. Some of them look happy after what they've done. Who the fuck does that besides the Joker and Batman? You know, exactly. The zombie look. Boom. Right there. Says it all, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. How much is media complicated in all of it? That's a good question. I'm gonna go after that question in a second. But thank you for commenting. Comment, like, share, get it all out there. And again, please comment who you think is the meep of the week, ladies and gentlemen. You got many options out there. If you guess right, I got you. I got something for you. So, sorry, I'm still trying to get over being sick last week, and I got my wife sick. And again, I do apologize, baby. I'm sorry. She's gonna throw something at me in a minute, y'all. My poor baby over there. But anyway, before I get to her, back to that question she put. Let me put this back up, man, because y'all got to see, man. This is more than a tragedy now. It's more than what we say is tragic. Tragedy happens it's supposed to happen every now and then. This is too fucking frequent. This is too often. Like, what are we gonna do to stop this bullshit? This is more than tragic. This is madness. This is stupid. You know, I don't know what to. I'm at a wit's end because it's almost like no one wants to fucking fix this. There's options out there. There's things to do. It's like no one wants to fucking fix it. We do the voting. We vote for the wrong fucking person yet again here in Texas. I'm lost, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what to fucking say or do. It's to a point where I'm about to restock on guns again just for my protection and my family's protection. That's what it seems like we're coming down to, man. Like, I know Texas is an open state law, and you know the ARs are out there for anyone and their mama, and a 10-year-old can fucking buy. There's loopholes to get a fucking gun out there. There's many of them because they're so loose with the laws right now, and it's quite pathetic. There's no reason for so many fucking ARs to be purchased. None. But, you know, and then you get the people, I want to, it's because I can. Well, yeah, of course you can. But who's to say that kids won't get a hold of it and do what they do? It's been done before. It's been done. Oh, I locked mine up. Not everybody's out there fucking locking their guns up. I'm getting a little bit too deep in this. Y'all see how I am with this, you know. But again, it's here you go. How can anyone solve anything when all the information needed to solve it is never given? We are always left going in circles. Absolutely fucking correct. You know what? I love that comment. I agree 100%. I agree. Some of the best options that were given were turned down on what we can do to get it done. Yet, you know that when you had terrible service back in the day with DSL internet, and you were constantly buffering, and it just, you see that circle on your computer, you constantly doing this, you know, I don't know what to do, y'all. It's just terrible, man. Hopefully we can get this resolved, because we're down to killing ourselves. We as Black folks are already killing ourselves, and we need leaders in the Black communities who are actually, there's some out there doing something about it, but we need more. We need stricter laws like we had back in the day. This is becoming too frequent of an issue. I fucking hate it for our nation, man. It's almost embarrassing. You got countries out there actually laughing at us. Someone made a TikTok actually about us And one of the guys I followed did he snapped back at her. He clapped back at her real ugly too. So her video was, oh yeah, we don't have people going around shooting kids in schools, or we don't have people going around shooting, you know, shooting others in clubs and whatnot. And he clapped back at her and says, oh yeah. So what color are the queen's shoes? It was somebody from the UK. It was classic. I think I laughed at that video for about a good 10 minutes. But yeah, man, it's this circle that we go back and forth, man. We'll never get out of it. Well, um we'll never get out of it. We need to get rid of toxic femininity. Serious. Today's women are toxic to men. Oh, that's a topic for. Ooh, I hope my cousin Candace is watching right now. I can actually check to see if she's watching, because she need to be on here. I'm gonna try to get my cousin Candace Allen. She runs a podcast called Spilling Tea with Becky, something like that. Lord, please, cousin, if you see this, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to butcher this up. I promise you, I'm not trying to butcher it up. But yeah, man, this is something that's a really good topic I want to dive into. But we're gonna get it. That's something for a different day. But Sister Girl Jess, thank you for coming in and showing we need to lead ourselves, not look to someone else to empower self. If we start with self, we can lead by example. Absolutely correct. It says it in the Bible, actually. That's actually very close to what the Bible says. And I remember my pastor actually giving me this, as motivation for myself, for me. My pastor Will, what a great guy. I can't say anything better. I can't describe him. He's such a great mentor to me. And this goes right along with what he said. He was, trying to give me, motivation for myself. So whenever I'm, feeling lost in the world, this would actually get me to that, pasture. And it's a scripture that goes right along with this. And this is exactly what we need. We need to empower ourselves. We actually need to, man, I remember I'm old school. Growing up old school, we had a lot of people that not only empowered themselves, they actually empowered and motivated others. And it wasn't necessarily black leaders. It wasn't necessarily leaders in general. There was a lot of strong-willed people back in the day that used to say, hey, I'm going to fix this. And I'm going to start by myself. And after I'm done fixing myself, I'm going to fix you. After I'm done fixing you, I'm going to go and fix someone else and a few other people at the same damn time. It was more of a reach one, teach one type of motivation. We don't have that nowadays. Today's society is so stuck on social media. It's ill. It's very ill to look at what we're going through nowadays. I feel like we're going to be in a panic mode in the next 10 years on what the hell to do. Look at the situation right now. Vision 10 years from now, what's going to happen? It's disgusting. It's fucking terrifying. Yes, I'm going to look directly at the camera right now because there's a lot of pain that goes behind this, y'all. There's a lot of suffering that's going to happen in the future if we don't fix this. It's going to get 10 times worse. I see this in 10 years. And if I'm, Lord forbid, if anything happens to me, I hope I'm still alive. But I actually do not want to see this. It could happen to me. These tragedies are happening everywhere. It's like picking fucking flowers. You can pick a flower anywhere nowadays, and that's where the shooting is going to happen. My kids live in El Paso, literally right down the street from them. That Walmart, my daughter was supposed to be on the mall right there next to the Walmart. My daughter was supposed to be there, ladies and gentlemen. The fucking gunman was right there. Literally drove straight to the mall right after Walmart. Y'all want to know how heated I was then? I'm getting too deep in because again, I can go on and on and on and on about this bullshit, man, because something needs to be done. And a lot of it has to do with politics. A lot of it has to do with fucking politics. It's getting disgusting. It's getting disgusting, ladies and gentlemen. What did I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, I was looking at something on my phone right quick. But it has a lot to do with not only just the politics, but we got to get people in to vote. We got to do better with the voting. Please go out and research. Again, it's not about red, it's not about blue, it's not about left, it's not about right. We're looking at this as if we're in a fucking game. Left and right is not a fucking game. It ain't the Crips, it ain't the Bloods. What up, cuz? No. Get out there and research. Do your fucking research. We talked about this last week, y'all. And we literally voted fucking Abbott back in the office, who's for the guns, who's for the women having their rights taken away for abortion and taking away contraceptives. Why? Why are we doing this to ourselves, ladies and gentlemen? These are self-inflicted fucking wounds, by the way. Self-inflicted. And if we can get maybe some young people in the office who are up to date with today's society, I think it'll be better. But yet we're voting these old fucks in the office. Trump, Biden, who ain't no better than Trump. He's the lesser of the evil, but still no better. Fuck. We're caught in this fucking this time warp, and I feel like we're just, like she said, it's a fucking, what's the name of that movie? Because it's a circle. I gotta put some humor into it somehow, some way, man. Because if you don't, you're gonna get caught up, and man, it's terrible. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Again, I'm trying to get over my illness from last week. I'm still going through it, y'all. I can hear my voice a little raspy still. But Sister Girl just says, too many of our people die just for the ability to vote. For us not to honor our ancestors and vote is sad. Absolutely correct. I remember when Obama was being elected, y'all. I've seen so many commercials. Go out and vote. Go out and vote. Go vote. Diddy was advocating to vote. Jay-Z advocating to vote. There were commercials after commercials. There was water bottles. There were collector's items. You know, the propagandas and everything that was out there. Go vote. Let's get the young voters out there. And he got the young voters out there. Where the fuck are y'all now? I'm just saying, there was more people telling us young folks back then to go fucking vote. Where is that now? Nowhere in sight. There's no Jay-Z. And why? There's no Diddy. Why? Because they don't have anything behind it. Sorry. They don't have anything behind it. There's no agenda. Yeah, we had a black man in office, man. It was cool. Go vote for a black man in office. All right, yeah, we broke history. So the fuck what now? What do? We don't have anybody, a black man in office. We got a minority in office, and she's doing okay. She's doing all right. I love it. You know, when we break down barriers, we get better as a nation. We do. But where does that lead us now? Fiji, y'all. Drink your Fiji. If it ain't Fiji, don't drink it. Terrible. I'm sorry. I don't drink water. Y'all know I don't drink water, but if I'm gonna drink water, yeah. It's gotta be this. Where's that glare? Yeah, gotta get out the glare. It's gotta be the Fiji, man. I don't know what it is. And my wife is she looked at me nuts the other time. The one time I was like, ooh, Fiji water. I discovered something. I won't drink any other water but this. And I need to drink more of it. But hey, spring water is where it's at, I guess. And she said we should now start instilling in our kids the importance of voting too. Again, we do need that, right? But what better way to do it than have the influences that we had back then? Great positive influences. I mean, Diddy was okay. I don't like him personally. I don't like him as a entertainer. I don't like anything he does. He's got one good song, and that's Every Step We Take with the whole group that made that song better. But yeah, we had Jay-Z, we had Busta Rhymes on commercials, it was get your ass out and vote. Granted, you're not gonna have Young Thug or who else is out here. You ain't gonna have, Lil Wayne out here. Well, Lil Wayne might do it, but yeah, you're not gonna have rappers nowadays do it. J. Cole might do it. K-Dot may do it, and do it in a positive manner, but they're not going. They don't want that type of limelight. So yeah. Oh, yeah, it is. Great. It's great water. Great water. But we're gonna move right on to the next topic, y'all. And I got some really good stuff for y'all to watch, man. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I can't wait for this one, y'all. Y'all ready? I've been waiting for this one, y'all. Next person, I want to have several seats. This fires me up. I'm going to tell y'all this now. This literally fires me the frick up. Why do we, as minorities, tend to turn self-hate, not self-hate, prejudice into potential racism? Yeah, I said it. We black folks, we minorities, Mexicans, all of us. Me being half black, half Mexican, I've dealt with it on both sides. In school in Mississippi and over here in Texas. Whether it was from the Latino side of here in Texas or the black side in Mississippi. The prejudice part is no better than being a racist motherfucker. I'm here to tell y'all that now. I'm both black and Mexican, and I've dealt with it both. Now, as I pop this up, because it's, it goes right along with what we're about to watch, I want y'all to listen and pay close attention to what happens right here, okay? Listen up.
No, they don't. I understand that. Okay, so she's going to remain here. What's her name?
None of your business. Do not give that lady my name.
No, she's another employee. She's hurt. She's hurt right now.
Because you're racist.
I am not
yes,
racist.
Yes, you are.
I am ugly to people when
you're
they're ugly
racist.
to me. Why? Why?
Do I need to say it again? You just told me to go back to Mexico. What is the problem?
Honduras, Valdez, I don't give a damn. You're getting on my nerves now.
You've been on mine.
Girl, who else is here? Need to go. And the number is on here as well? Yeah. Okay, what's the main number? The district office.
Look it up.
Oh, I do.
Ooh, bruh. I have so many things behind this, y'all. There's so many. It hurts. I'm gonna tell you guys this now. It hurts, right? First of all, it's minority versus minority. We compound this, and this is following what the hell Kanye and Kyrie, this whole against the Jewish thing. I've put my words to last week's post. If y'all didn't go, if y'all need to watch that, please go back and watch that. This goes right along with it. Let's get into it because again, there's a Latina who works for Whataburger, and the black lady who's a customer there. As y'all can see, there's minorities, a black girl and the co-workers as well. Like no one sat and did anything. They were watching it and in shock. And I like to say culture shock, by the way, because again, this has become something that everybody wants to do. They want to watch and sit back and see what happens, right? But at the same time, being minorities, they're in a shock and amazement that a black lady is doing this to a Latina. You figure us as minorities, we take the heat too many times, right? We will learn the lesson and actually try not to tell people, go back to fucking Mexico. We have been told 100 million times to go back to fucking Africa. I've been told that. I'm pretty sure she's been told that by her age. She's an older woman. Pretty sure she was told that. This shit hurts. And it's and I hate to get, real. Fuck it, I'm gonna be real. If that girl, if the person that was working behind the cash register told her to go back to Africa, she would have blew the fuck up. Tell me I'm wrong. I've seen it done. Because when somebody goes reverse what you did to them, oh, you want to play the fucking victim now. It's been done many times. Now, I hope the girl was not fired, maybe suspended, but I hope she was welcomed back in arms back at work, because if it was my business, I'd have done that. Being that it's a bigger corporation now, it's no longer family oriented here in Texas. I'm not sure what has happened, but as a corporation now, I'm pretty sure they're going to say, oh, we're going to have to let you go or whatever. When it was a family oriented business here only in Texas a few years ago before they sold it to come corporate nationwide. Yeah. They probably would have kept her. But let's see. Going back to the comments, someone told the world that the color of their skin mattered. Who here chose their skin color? I the fuck didn't. She the fuck didn't. Terry didn't. Q didn't. E didn't. None of us did. Not even Jesus himself. But we're going to go back and forth and tell people where to go. And because your skin is ugly and I don't agree with your skin color, we're going to be at odds for that. And yes, our youth is more disrespectful. I agree. My brother's a teacher. I'm surprised he's not in jail right now. He broke his Rolex, slamming his hand on the desk because a kid got personal with him. My brother, Pete, a lot of, people that watch this, and he's been on the show once. He's been on our podcast, and that's the man that raised me. I have never, before my brother got that teaching job at the Votech, teaching careers for a high school, he teaches woodshop in Mississippi. and I love him to death. But I also told him, man, you way better than me. I would never see myself teaching these kids. I coach, and that's as far as it goes, because on the field I can control. In his classroom, he can't control. None of them. And it's dumb, because he can't do what he needs to do in order to get their attention, keep them disciplined, keep them in line, this and that. It doesn't work. It does not fucking work. But he's been teaching for 10 plus years now, which is it was going by pretty quick. He also started coaching again for the high school, and he's doing swell. He's held it together. He's learned to self-meditate and self-restrain and this and that. And I give my brother so much props, man, because the brother that I grew up and the brother that raised me completely raised me different. He raised me with integrity, respect. He beat my ass. He whooped my ass when I needed to, whenever I needed, my mom, was second in line to whoop my ass because I needed to be checked. I wouldn't be here without that man. I wouldn't be the man I am today without that man. Love him to death. Great guy. And so I give him so much props for what he does, man. And he's a strong-willed man still to this day. One day I hope to have him move here to Texas, man, because I think he will be greatly appreciated, not just by me and my family, because oh Lord, everybody loves him, but he would succeed here in Texas. But if we can get more people that raise, because he's raised other kids too. He's raised kids on our baseball team, and they've grown up to be good fellows, good men. People that are connected to our baseball team, Brian Kennedy, Brian Martin, my best friend Nathan, many of us. Got a homeboy, Keldrick, Kendrick Hobbs, Kendrick Hubbard, a lot of y'all, Kendrick Titus. Man, we Thomas Jr., we all grew up to be the men he expected us to. And I think that's what it is. I think I may have hit it right on the head, ladies and gentlemen. It just struck a chord with me. We don't hold our kids up to that expectation anymore. I do that for mine because I'm old school like that. I raised mine like I was raised. I check mine when they need to be, all 5 of them. I'm about to have an 18-year-old. What up, Terry? There's my boy Terry. You late to the show, man? God. That's my boy, man. I love you, guy. Can't say enough about Terry, man. Shout out to you, man. I hope everything's great, man. God is good. God is on your side. I just want you to know that, bro. You hope to have you back in the show real soon. If y'all don't know, if this is your first time watching, again, comment, like, and share. But this right here is the producer of the show. Yeah, founder of the show. Brought me along shortly after he started it. And I've been rocking with him for over 10 years, and we've been doing this show for going on 3 years now, and it's beautiful. So love you, man. Hope everything's great. Good evening, Deborah. Oh, man, I haven't seen you in forever. Where have you been hiding? I want to know, first and foremost. All right. Going back up top, no one had moral courage to speak up in injustices while it's happening, and that's very true. We had leaders to do that for us, and it's become very apparent that's what we're looking for that again. We're looking for the leader. We're looking for someone to speak up for us when we should be speaking up for ourselves first. Goes back to the other comment earlier. I don't know if you posted it or not, or it was Mama Sari who commented earlier. It starts with us, right? It starts with us first. But I think we have to involve what expectations we need to set for our kids, I think once we set the expectations for our kids and hold them accountable for those expectations as well. Not just hold them accountable, because you can hold anybody for accountable for anything. But if you hold them accountable to those expectations, like, hey, the bar is here, but you're down here. I need you to. You're slipping. I tell my son all the time. I tell my son Matthew. He got in trouble a few times over the last years in school over some stupid shit. But I tell him, I'll put my hands on you because I know how to get to you. I know how to talk to you. I don't talk at you. I talk to you. I tell my son too. I talk to you, not at you. All right. So that's what we're gonna do. That's what we as parents need to do. We need to pay attention and talk to the kids, right? My son's about to be 18 in January, and still to this day, I know how to get him. I know how to grasp his attention. I think that's what we need to do. My son Matthew, same deal. Do not disappoint me. It's one of the things, and it hurts him to disappoint us as parents. If you tap into that little shell of theirs, what it is, whether it's a disappointment or the I don't want to be shameful or this and that, we need to do that, all right, as parents. Before we go on to the next topic, because I got some other videos for y'all to watch too. Public schools are raising our kids, and they are being taught division and community. Whoo! Fire! That's a fire first sentence right there in this comment. It's not due to bad parents. It's due to parents with no time to raise their kids. Absolutely agree with you. Because a lot of us work, right? I'm involved with my kids, whether I work, because I'm a workaholic, first and foremost. My work ethic speaks for itself. My bosses always tell me about my work ethic. My wife tells me about, my kids tell me, and that's most important to me, right? And that lets me know I'm still involved with my kids. They see what I do. They feel what I do. They hear what I do. All right. And not only that, I cook. When I cook and I get in that kitchen, right? I give my wife a time to rest. I get in that kitchen and I cook. I get in the kitchen and I cook. And I have my kids there learning with me. I have my son in there learning with me. Now he's got a class in school where he's involved with cooking. Not that cooking class. It's a processor class. But he's in a barbecue. So I teach him. I'm teaching him my skills on how to barbecue. I love to barbecue. And so what I do affects them positively. I know a lot of people don't have time. A lot of parents don't have time. But we got to find ways to make time. We can't. A lot of us parents give each other excuse. We give ourselves that excuse. I don't have time to do this. I don't have time to cook. I don't have time to help you with your homework. I don't have time to do this. Well, pay attention to what you do. Pay attention to who you have kids with, first of all. Pay attention to who you're dealing with a significant other to have a kid with. That's one. Two, if you go out and if your funds are not straight, I understand you have to work 2 jobs like I do. Highly understand, but we still have to pay attention to our kids. It's very important that we do that, ladies and gentlemen. I can't stress that enough. I want to go back to when a time that I was raised, and my mom was 3 jobs in. She made it very clear that whether I work 3 jobs or not, me and you, we're gonna sit down and we're gonna sit down and still do what we need to do as a family. We're gonna get it. Whether we play Phase 10, we're gonna play some Monopoly. We're gonna play this. We're gonna get together. I'm gonna go to your baseball game. She's never missed a baseball game, ladies and gentlemen, until I got in high school. But even at that, I knew my mom was a hardworking woman, and she dedicated her life to me when it came to that. And there was times I wish my mom was more involved, other than just that. And me and my mom have fallen out over those things. but that's a different conversation. But for those that give themselves, excuses, my mom was a prime example. There are no excuses when it comes to, spending time with your kids and paying attention to them and so forth, whether you work 3 to 4 jobs or not. And I guess I get that from her because I'm always in all 5 of my kids. My days off, I'm dead dog tired and I'm looking to do something with them. I don't care. As long as I'm around them, I'm good. But yeah, we got be careful who you have kids with, ladies and gentlemen. Didn't I just say that earlier? Amen, Deborah. Preach, because you got to. All right. Going on to the next topic. So the next thing I want to get into, ladies and gentlemen, is this. Please pay attention.
Let me tell this 21 Savage sewage that Nas is my favorite rapper, along with Rakim. I just saw KRS-One in Cypress Hill last week.
Oh, yeah?
These are gods of hip-hop. Mm-hmm. And you're disrespecting Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5. You know what I'm saying? The Treacherous 3, Kool Moe Dee, LL Cool J. When DJ Academics opened his mouth, Russell Simmons had to tell him, I don't even know who you are, but you need to quit disrespecting the architects. Yeah. The reason why you're making money is for people in the Bronx that had no money, created something out of oppression, and you're making money out of it. You mumble rapping piece of shit. Let me tell you something. And I'm not knocking him as a person.
20, I like 21 as a rapper.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's cute.
I do like him as a rapper.
That's great. But Busta Rhymes, all these guys that are still rhyming, I want a battle between our old school, because remember, Jay-Z's on our side too.
Yeah.
And you remember what happened to Machine Gun Kelly. He got out of rap after Eminem came out of his cage.
It'll be a generational thing, though.
What are you talking about?
It'll be generational. So, like, we might like the Jay-Z's better.
No.
Then you'll have a whole generation who like.
We want them things against us. It's going to be 2 universes, all right? And we're going to battle them. You don't ever. That's sacrilege to talk about Nas like that, buddy. Stick with your little Nas X. Stick with that guy. I'm not knocking those guys, but stick with those. How dare he name himself Lil Nas?
Let me ask you a question, though, Godfrey.
It's all these little head, little feet, little eye, little talent.
We had littles too, though. Yeah. We had littles.
You have some Lil Wayne I like.
Lil Bow Wow.
I like
John,
Lil
Lil Wayne.
Lil Bow Wow.
Lil John.
She said Lil
Bow Wow.
Wow.
I'm messing. I think we're probably the only culture that disrespects our elders. Everyone else respects them, except us. What is that? And we publicly always shame ourselves. Enough with that, black folks. Enough. Right. With that, I'm serious.
I mean, you should aspire to have a 28-year career.
That's like me saying Richard Pryor was no good, George Carlin was no good, Joan Rivers no. Are you out of your mind? You respect your elders, right. All right? You're doing an art form that's old. It's not new. You didn't recreate rap.
And for context, 21 Savage has been out for 7 years. We talk about like his first album drop versus Nas 30. 30. Literally, 1991 is when his mixtape.
King's Disease just came out. His third one.
Exactly. So he can still make music.
Woo! There's so much in that. And I only got a little bit of time to go over this, ladies and gentlemen. But what Godfrey said, I love him as a comedian and I love him as a person. I follow his videos and everything he does. Let's just put this in context. What he said about we black folks, the self-wound infliction that we give to each other, that ourselves, we're the only group that will put each other down. We were the only group that will talk shit and bad when someone's doing great. Nicki Minaj has done it. 21 Savage. I'm so tired of hearing this nonsense from our own culture about our culture. Respect your elders. And like you said earlier, one of the comments earlier, where is it? I need to look for it. Boom! Going back to it. There's more disrespectful young people in this world now more than ever. I want to grant that towards social media. I want to grant that towards the parents that don't pay attention and keep their kids in line. Oh, because I keep mine in line. I kid you not. Oh, they yes. Fuck up if you want to. Fuck up and find out. Is what I want to tell them. Because This is sickening when you can sit there and say to people that have paved the way for a culture that we have had, it's been strong and running for decades now, not years, decades, from rap, R&B, all of it. We want to talk about oppression. We want to talk about this, and feel oppressed because they're taking this and putting it in country. Well, guess what? Country was part of the black culture back in the day. It still is too. You want to go to my job, and you can see it. But you want to talk about oppression and all this and that, but we're the only ones that will oppress our damn selves. We're the only ones that will put ourselves down. We're the only ones like you don't see other folks, other races doing that, and it's fucking stupid. I just don't get it. And like he said, Nas and everyone, for 21 Savage to say Nas is irrelevant, which was the comment that came out of his fucking mouth. Yeah, Terry, it was stupid. There's no other word you can actually put behind it. Because if you were to actually have him say, put that in context, there is none. Hell, you can't even put your own lyrics in context. How the hell you gonna put what the hell you said in context? He is an idiot. And look, you want to say Nas is irrelevant. What are you saying about Jay-Z, who helped get you out of prison when you were in prison, you fucking numbnut? And now there's something that is also said that after he said it, there was someone that put up a post. I don't think Nas ever responded, in which it doesn't need a response, ladies and gentlemen, it does not. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to finish this, and I'm going to get to the next video. He does owe the rap community, hip-hop community, an apology. He sincerely does. Before he even makes, steps foot in another booth and make another stupid song. But what I was going to say is, oh, shoot, man, what was I going to say now? Damn, I had it. I was right on the tip of my tongue. And all these good comments just posting up. I get caught up with these here, man. And I love the interaction, man. I love interacting with y'all, which is why I like to go live on Facebook. I love to interact with the comments. Yeah, if y'all see. It's good. It's good for me. You all are good as a community for me. All right. But is he still irrelevant? Who is he? Are you talking about 21 Savage or are you talking about Nas? Nas is still relevant, by the way. Nas is just came out with his last album, close to going platinum, by the way, for no publication or how do you say it? No promotions or anything. 21 Savage, I guess you could say he's relevant. He's doing songs as features. I haven't heard anything else. I heard him on a feature, but yeah, it was quite ridiculous for him to say, for the community, the hip hop community, to take a blow like that for someone inside of that community. It's another shot at our own selves, shooting ourselves in the fucking foot. That's what I see it as. Y'all remember the movie? It's an old school movie. Put it in the comments if you remember this movie. But good old Stella, and it was Harlem Nights. There you go, where he tells him, "I'll shoot you in the foot, bitch. I'm gonna shoot you in the pinky toe. Oh, here's my pinky toe. Shoot it. Shot her in the pinky toe because that's what she asked for." And I think, yeah, have you mentioned Mitch McConnell yet? No, I have not. I want to do that on something because I got something big for that. That deserves at least a 30-minute conversation. And there's a show I want to do that's going to be called Conversations. I actually want to promote that and actually just go. I want to have conversations with people bigger than the comment section that we have here. And I love the comments right now. Keep them coming. But on that show, I want conversations. I want to get things, going. It's gonna be good for the soul. It's gonna be good for us overall. And then the pinky toe, shoot the pinky. Oh man, I love it. I love it. Yeah, he is a total idiot, man. But yeah, that pinky toe. But yeah, it was. I don't know what to say, man. But not Gilbert Godfrey, but Godfrey. He's a great comedian, but when he talks, you listen. Because he's very intellectual, by the way. And he knows the way to get stuff across. He gets his point across, but he can also make you laugh at the end. He makes you see the serious side, but he'll put it, as he did here. You heard him. That was a well put, little segment that he had right there about what's going on. But last few minutes of the show, I want y'all to, put in the comments. No one has commented yet on who they think the meep of the week is. I'm gonna give y'all 1 minute to do it. Who do you think the meep of the week is? Is it a celebrity? Is it someone that we know? Is it someone what happened just recently? Put in the meep of the week comment who you think it is. And if you guess it right, it's gonna take 1 out of 1 million for you to guess it. But if you guess it right, I'm going to bless you. Yes, hello. So it's like a sweepstakes, y'all. And if you win, you might want to go play the lottery. I'm just saying, that being said.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the meep of the week.
So as you know, the name of the show is called Have Several Seats, and everyone is having several seats. Ladies and gentlemen, you got 10 seconds to enter who you think the meep of the week is. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it is over. If you haven't commented who the meep of the week is, you may have lost, because it was actually easy for you to figure out who the fuck the meep of the week is no other than your boy himself. Yes, I'm putting myself to have a damn seat because I did this fucking video years ago. This is when I was working in the oil field, and this is before TikTok, before Musical.ly. You're gonna see the watermark at the bottom where it's from, because that's how old it is, right? Okay, here you go.
Good morning, my neighbors. Hey, fuck you. Yes, fuck you too.
I'm gonna take several seats. What the fuck was I thinking? It was funny as hell though. I found this video, right? I was trying to figure out who I wanted as meep of the week. I wanted a funny one, right? And this kind of goes with Have Several Seats, because I'm gonna tell my ass I have a goddamn seat and I'm sitting down. I'm gonna stay sitting. Nonetheless, it was. I look, man. It was fuck. Look, you know what? We gonna do it again.
Good morning, my neighbors. Hey, fuck you. Yes, fuck you too.
I enjoyed doing that. I swear to you, it was perfect. The weather was perfect. Everything was perfect. I was outside on the balcony of the apartment I was living at, and oh man, it was great. And I may even post this on Facebook for people to see. It was from Dub Smash. Before Dub Smash sold their company to Musical.ly or something. Then it became Musical.ly. I don't know. I forgot. It's been years. This video is about 10 years old. Close to it. Very close to it. But it was hilarious. Dub Smash. Yeah, man. It was from Dub Smash, man. And nope, it's not Herschel Walker. Herschel Walker was on our video last week. Go back and watch that that replay. I promise you, you're gonna love that, sister girl, if you haven't already seen it. But I love the way y'all have interacted today in today's show, man. It was phenomenal. Mama Cerie, from Terry, Sister Girl, Deborah. Shout out to all of y'all, man. Y'all have been phenomenal on today's show. Y'all helped today's show run a lot smoother than I thought. But yeah, it's I'm gonna post it, man. I'm thinking I'm gonna post it. I only post stuff for laughs on Facebook, and I don't take Facebook serious, so it is what it is. I post stuff for laughs, and I haven't posted quite often, like I normally do, like I used to do. I don't post much often anymore. But yeah, that's today's Meep of the week is my black ass. I hope I made my boy E very proud of me when I did that today.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Meep of the week.
Meep.
So we're gonna wrap it up after that, man. It's been a great show. It's been a pleasure rocking with y'all since the beginning of the show. Y'all have made everything such a phenomenal show. I promise you. For those of you, again, thank you, Terry. Thank you so much. Again, comment, like, share, follow us. Don't subscribe, follow us. If you're on YouTube, subscribe, right? But y'all are such a blessing to have, and I thank y'all for rocking with us, especially those that have been with us from day one. This podcast wouldn't be anything without y'all, and I love y'all for the support. But with that said, we're gonna end it with that's gonna be the end of today's show. We'll see y'all again, man. Until then, we out.
BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.